Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'du. The Honorable to Mr. Kheryadi, M.Pd, as a lecturer in subject research on ELT 2. First of all, let's introduce myself. My name is Linda. I'm a sixth semester student majoring in English Education Department. In this beautiful time, I would like to thanks for opportunity that has been given to me for present my research proposal. By the title, the implementation of peer tutoring method to improve students' speaking skill at Darun Najah 2 Cipining Islamic Boarding School. Okay, the first, I will explain about the background of study. We know that in this era globalization, English is very important, and the ability to speak English has become a necessity for everyone. Almost all private institutions, government, and educational institutions have set English or have set the ability to speak English for a set for meet the good employee or prospective employee and to continue their studies. One of the educational institution that uses English as the language instruction is boarding school, and one of the boarding school that use English as the language instruction is Darun Najah 2 Cipining Islamic Boarding School. In learning and applying English as a language instruction, Darun Najah using various strategies, method, and approach. One of the methods that used for improved speaking in the boarding school is peer tutoring method. In peer learning, the student learn with each other and from each other, usually in the same class or group. With peers, interaction with peers can result in cognitive development, speaking skill in communication, or increase the knowledge or understanding. And then, next we'll discuss about the identification problem. The problem that occurred due to the background explanation above that can list as follow. The first, Darun Najah 2 Cipining Islamic Boarding School uses various strategies, method, and learning approach, and students are expected to be able mastery in the basic English. Being mastery in basic English, they can speak English in maximum 6 months. And then second, the application of peer tutoring method can effectively improve their speaking. And then the third, what are the stages that apply for speaking learning in Darun Najah 2 Cipining Islamic Boarding School? And then we will discuss the limitation problem. The researcher make the limitation is because the research will more focus. The limitation are the first, the ability to speak in the discussion of this research. I will focus on the vocabulary and then the pronunciation or the correct pronunciation when they do the conversation. And the second, research and data studies conducted only on students from the Darun Najah 2 Cipining Islamic Boarding School in junior high school level. And then we'll discuss about the problem statement. The first, how is the application of peer tutoring method to improve student speaking skill in Darunajah 2 Cipining boarding school. And then the second, how is the effectiveness of peer tutoring method to improve student speaking skill in Darunajah 2 Cipining Islamic boarding school. Okay, and then we'll discuss about the objective of this research. The first, to find out the step of applying the peer tutoring method to improve students speaking skill in the Darunajah 2 Cipining Islamic boarding school. The second, to analyze and examine the effectiveness of using this method. And then the significance of study. The significance of study. The first, there's the theoretical and then the practical. The theoretical, aiding the treasure of science, especially relating to implementation of peer tutoring method to improve students speaking skill at Darunajah 2 Cipining Islamic boarding school. And then practical, it is hoped that the result of this study can be used as a consideration for Darunajah 2 Cipining Islamic boarding school towards student speaking skill. And then it is hoped that this research can provide additional ideas for board administrator in implementing peer tutoring method in dormitory. And then the third, providing valuable experience for researchers as prospective educators. And then next we will discuss the literature review. The first, there is the previous research. There is the three previous research that I took. The first, research conducted by Kustia regarding by the title Enhancing Speaking Skill Through Good Teaching Method, a review in EFL context. The second, the research conducted by Evi Rizky Mularsi with the title Speaking Skill Used by Female Student in English Speaking Program of Takmirul Islamic Boarding School in academic year 2017 and 2018. And the last research conducted by Ika Patipusparani by the title Efektivitas Metode Tutor Sebaya untuk meningkatkan kemampuan membaca permulaan anak berkesulitan belajar membaca. Okay, next. There is the theoretical review. Some theory that I will discuss in this discussion. This is the concept of peer tutoring strategies. The second is concept of speaking, and then the third is Islamic boarding school and its learning method. And then there is the research methodology. The first, the data type. In this study, the research used the qualitative method. From this study, obtained descriptive data both in the written word and from the interview, and the data source from the person, because we will do the interview. From the paper is mean like documentation, and then from the research status. And then there is the data collection. In collecting data, the researcher used the observation, interview, and documentation. And then the last is the analyzing technique. The first, there is 3 steps for analyzing data that the researcher used. The first is data reduction, the second is presentation, and the last is conclusion. Data reduction, it's mean the researcher find the data and then make it more simple. And then presentation, the researcher do the presentation for help this step for help the researcher to make the conclusion. And then the last step is conclusion. Okay, this is some bibliography that I took for my proposal research. Okay. Honorable to Mr. Kheryadi M.Pd, as a lecturer, I have presented all the content of my research proposal. That's all about my presentation. Thanks a lot for your nice attention. And as I said, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.